while back, around 3 months ago I'd say, I decided to beat as many old levels as I could, inspired by Angel Effect's old level saga, and I have absolutely nothing to show for it, besides my completion of Happy Flying. So I'm going to start a little series where I look back on the first couple updates and just talk about my opinion on them, my experience trying to clear them out, and whether I recommend trying them out. Let's get started with the very first update. This is my update diary for 1.0. Now, 1.0 is going to be by far the biggest nothing burger of this whole journey. I'm pretty sure I cleared all of it in one sitting and I don't really remember much. That said, I do still have a couple talking points. First of all, since the star rating was only added in 1.3, all the updates that came before it have very few rates as a result. There are literally over triple the amount of levels in 1.3 as opposed to 1.2. Out of all of 1.0, only 13 levels ended up getting rated. 9 harders, 3 normals, and 1 easy. Not many of these levels are anything special really, then again I shouldn't have expected anything, it's 1.0 after all. Darnok's levels constitute almost 25% of this update. Now, I don't hate Darnok, quite contrary, I've grown to quite like his levels, especially the 1.3 to 1.5 ones. That said, his 1.0 offerings are less than ideal, as you'd probably expect. Let's see what we've got. We got a cool structure at the beginning of Don't Stop Believin', a tribute has a pretty cool concept, that being a sort of level mix of the Impossible game. It also just happens to have the worst gameplay in the entire update though, so that's a shame. Anyways, besides Darnok, we got some Carbon Elite levels. This is the only update that this creator made levels in, and they are also quite good for their time. Even Flow is definitely the better of the two rates and also one of the best 1.0 levels in general, but I can't really ignore the Rainbow Road either, as it's the hardest rated level in the update. M2 Call makes his first appearance with M, and I already talked about this level in my creator review on M2 Call, so just watch that if you want my thoughts on that level. Level 5 by Smertnet is my personal favorite level in this update, mostly because it's more ship than cube. Also, am I the only person that knows about the literal URL written down in blocks in this level? I haven't checked it, but it's pretty weird. What else we got? The 2 star's pretty cool, the creator also spelled Phoenix wrong, so that's fun. No by Yoxdai is one of the higher quality levels here, it's pretty much the opposite of level 5, as there's barely any ship in this one. Yeah, that's about it. Overall, decent enough little lineup. I'm sure that one afternoon I spent beating these back in April was fun. I'd probably recommend doing this to anyone who's skilled enough to knock it out fast. It's a cool little history lesson to see how everything was at the very beginning. I'll leave the list ID in the description with all the levels if you want to try it out. And that's about it. I'll see you 1.1.